اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم. اللهم صل وسلم وبارك على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وبارك وسلم عدد ما كان وعدد ما يكون وعدد ما في علم غيبك المكنون وعدد كل حركة وسكون عدد ما ذكرك الذاكرون وغفل عن ذكرك الغافلون. أما بعد, my dear respected brothers, this dars is very important. Before I leave, I should mention things that we might lose our salah because of these mistakes. And unfortunately, so many imams, they don't even mention it. They don't remind the people about the importance of iqamat as-salah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the Quran, He never said sallu. Always He is saying wa aqimu salah, wa aqimu salah. Iqamat as-salah different than salah. Iqamat as-salah means to perfect the salah. In Sahih al-Bukhari, as the Bedouin, he came and he prayed 2 rak'at. And he came, Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullah. Go back, pray, because you did not pray. Actually, he prayed. He prayed 2 rak'at. He made ruku', he made sujood. But Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he considered him did not pray at all, because his salah is batil. So he done this 3 times. Of course, every time he's trying his best to make it perfect, especially with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. Even after 3 times, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam told him, go back, pray, because you did not pray. Then the Bedouin has akhlaq. Those Sahaba, they have akhlaq. If Imam tells anyone, brother, your salah is batil, the Imam will, that man will tell him, listen, I have been praying before your mother delivered you. So just shut your mouth. So the people, they have akhlaq. He said, Ya Rasulullah, I don't know better than this. Please teach me. Allimni. Wallahi la uhsinu ghayraha fa'allimni. Ya Rasulullah, teach me. Now you tell somebody, brother, this is, and said, oh, Wallahi, I was in al-Hajj. I was in al-Hajj. And the people in Mina, they have ihram. And there's one of the brothers, he has golden ring. And I came to him with the best way. I took him aside. Assalamu alaikum, brother, mashallah, you are Hajji, jazakallah khair, may Allah reward you. You know, muqaddimat. You cannot tell this is haram and that's it. You have to. And you are a good Muslim, alhamdulillah. You are in the haram. You are in the haram, mashallah. But please, let me tell you something. But still he will tell me something. I said, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam saw a golden ring on one of the Sahaba's finger, and he took it and he threw it, and he said, يَعْمَدُ أَحَدُكُمْ إِلَى جَمْرَةٍ مِنَ النَّارِ فَيَضَعَهَا فِي يَدِهِ. He said, one of you, he put burning charcoal and he put on the top of his finger. So the Sahabi, he left that golden ring. The Sahaba, they told him, take it and sell it. He said, Wallahi, I will never take something Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam threw it. He left the gold and he left. So I told him, brother, the gold is haram. You know what his reply to me? Haram for you, not for me. I said, Labbaik Allahumma labbaik, labbaik la sharika laka labbaik, inna alhamda wa ni'mata laka wal. If the people in the haram, in Mina, in ihram is not accepting the advice, where they will accept the advice? So the Bedouin, he said, Ya Rasulullah, I don't know better than this, please teach me. Now, Imam al-Bukhari rahimahullah, he put this hadith as title. He said, Hadith al-Musi' Salatah. The hadith, the one he did not perfect his salah. Title in Sahih al-Bukhari. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he told him, if you stand for salah. So this is the first thing, brothers and sisters, if you stand for the salah. The fard, you cannot pray sitting. You have to pray standing. If you are capable to be standing, you have to stand. And we have some brothers, he has a problem when he makes sujood. His back hurts him when he makes sujood. There is no permission for you to sit unless in sujood. No, the brothers from the beginning, mashallah, he put the chair and he sit down. Allahu Akbar. Ya akhi, your necessity in sujood. Can you stand? Yes. If you don't make takbiratul ihram standing, your salah is batil. You have to repeat all your salah. So, al-ulama, they said the qawa'id al-sharia, al-darura tuqaddar biqadariha. The darura, it has its place, its time. For example, a woman, she has surgery for her feet. And no one does the surgery but a man. She can show her feet until here. No, now they take all of it until here. Ya akhi, the darura until here. Why you are taking it? الضرورة تقدر بقدرها. A man in the desert, he is very hungry and he is dying. Then he caught khinzir. When he caught the khinzir, it's not allowed for him to make barbecue party. Just one bite to leave you alive. No, mashallah, zarura to make, mashallah, steaks and the French fries beside it. It does not work like this. You see? So my brothers, we have to understand that darura, it has its place, its limitation. So your back hurting you in the ruku', it's allowed for you to sit just in the ruku'. If you can make the sujood, you have to make the sujood. So this is the first hukum. When you stand for salah. The second thing, the intention of the salah. You have to have the intention in your heart before the salah. And the intention should be connected with takbiratul ihram together. Because we have some people, he comes very, mashallah, running, Allahu Akbar, Alhamdulillah, what salah is this? Dhuhr or Asr? Your salah is batil. When you say Allahu Akbar, you should say Allahu Akbar for what salah exactly? Fard or Sunnah? And the Fard, Dhuhr or Asr, Maghrib or Isha? You have to specify. Before you start the salah, and you should say takbiratul ihram standing, and it has to be in Arabic language. Takbiratul ihram in Arabic language. You cannot say, God is great. It does not work. You have to say Allahu Akbar. And it has to be Allahu Akbar, not Allahu A'zam or Allahu Al-Aziz. You cannot change this. Allahu Akbar, exactly this word. And it has to be towards the Qibla. He's running it, Allahu Akbar, Bismillah, Alhamdulillah. Does not work. It has to be standing. Intention, connecting with takbiratul ihram, specifying what salah exactly, then you say Allahu Akbar. Now your salah, alhamdulillah, you started your salah. We have some people, they come while the imam in ruku'. They run Allahu Akbar. He wants to catch the ruku', right? If you're Allahu Akbar, you should say Allahu Akbar standing. You should come Allahu Akbar. Then Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar, takbiratul ihram. Then the second takbirah, takbiratul intiqal. 2 takbirat, not 1. So the people, they said then Allahu Akbar. If your takbirah for intiqal, your salah is batil. But if your takbirah Allahu Akbar for takbiratul ihram, it will be valid. But you lost the reward of sunnah of the other takbir. Allahu Akbar while standing. Allahu Akbar. Oh ya akhi, if I do this, I will lose the ruku'. Ya akhi, lose the ruku'. Don't lose the salah. Lose the ruku'. Don't lose the salah. Now you see how many conditions just before the start of the salah. Then after that, the Fatihah. You read the Fatihah. Al-Fatihah, ya ikhwan, it has 14 tashdid. It has 14 shadda. Imam al-Shafi'i rahimahullah, he said, if you miss one of them, your salah is batil. You see? It's very important, al-Fatiha. Bismillah, ar-Rahman, ar-Rahim. This is 3. You see tashdid? Alhamdulillah, Rabb al-Alamin, ar-Rahman, ar-Rahim. This is 7. Maliki yawmiddin, Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka. You hear so many Muslims say, Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'in. Your salah is batil. You know why? Because the Iyak different than Iyak. Iyak is the rise of the sun. So when you say إياك نعبد means we worship the sun rises. But إياك نعبد, only you we worship. Only you we seek help. إياك نعبد وإياك. إياك, not إياك. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. Listen to the people. Tell them read the Fatihah. نعم الحمد لله رب العالمين مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. إياك 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 يا أخي. إياك. اهدنا الصراط. You see الصاد, it has تفخيم. المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. This is 14 shadda. You have to bring all of them. Okay. Now we finish al-Fatiha, alhamdulillah. Now after al-Fatiha, surah qasira is sunnah. If you don't read it, your salah is still valid. Now, when the people, they make the ruku'. MashaAllah, the ruku' of the people different. Some people, his ruku' is half and half. Allah. MashaAllah. Do you have problem with your back? No. So why you are doing this? Oh, it's okay. Who told you it's okay? His ruku' like this. Allah. And MashaAllah, some people very muttaqi. Very. Allahu Akbar. So he's looking at the people behind him. So this is wrong and this is wrong. The ruku', your hands reach your knees straight. When it's straight, it makes, MashaAllah, 90 degrees. You see? Straight. Huh? Balance. You see? But this is straight. Just straight. And your eyes should be on your eyes should be in the place of the sujood. Subhanallah, you see some people in the he's praying, Allahu Akbar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbi. MashaAllah, that is 6:45 there. But that one is 6:56. And that's true, by the way. This is you see how the khushu' will come. And then he's looking around, MashaAllah. The brother beside me, his socks has hole in it. This is entertainment. Just entertainment. So the khushu'. And MashaAllah, this is very good, MashaAllah. This is very good. There is no lines. I pray in some masajid. It has so many flowers. And when you are in the salah, shaitan comes and he tells you, where is this line going? Wallahi. So you will follow. MashaAllah, this flower, what kind of flower? Warjuri, ward isha. So, shaitan mal'oon. So, put your eyes in the sujood. The ulama, they said, as long as your chest towards the qibla, your salah is valid. But if your eyes goes right and left, your salah is still valid. But your reward, as Rasulullah ﷺ said, this is stealing. A shaitan steals from your salah. A shaitan steals from your salah while you are looking right and left. But still your salah valid. As long as your chest towards the qibla. Okay. Now the ruku'. Then this is the musibah. This is the musibah. What caused? I am telling you, 1/3 of this masjid, your salah is batil. Now you will go outside and you will backbite me, no problem. I will take my reward from you on the day of judgment. So don't backbite me. But listen to me. How many people when they make after the ruku' at least Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, complete one. At least. If you say 3, sunnah. But complete Subhana Rabbi al-Azim and the sunnah Subhana Rabbi al-Azim wa bihamdih. At least complete one. I'm just giving you the minimum of your salah to be valid. Now look at the musallin in the day of Jum'ah when they say Sami'a Allahu liman hamida. Sami'a Allahu liman hamida. MashaAllah, he did not reach that. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. Jaldi karo. See? Why jaldi? Why mustajal? Why you are in hurry? This is cause your salah batil. Rasulullah ﷺ said, لا ينظر الله لامرئ لا يقيم صلبه من الركوع. Rasulullah ﷺ said, Allah does not look at the salah of a person if he does not stand completely from the ruku'. So many people, I'm telling you, 1/3 of this masjid and every masjid, they don't complete their standing from ruku'. He's in hurry, mashallah. His wife waiting for him in the car. Sami'a Allahu liman hamida, Allahu Akbar. Your salah is batil. Go repeat it again. Sami'a Allahu liman hamida until every joint come back to its place. And while you are standing, you say at least Rabbana lakal hamd. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he added things to us to complete the fard. So we say, رَبَّنَا لَكَ الْحَمْدُ حَمْدًا كَثِيرًا طَيِّبًا مُبَارَكًا فِيهِ. When you complete it, already of course. But the problem, he's saying it very fast. سَمِعَ اللَّهُ حَمْدَ رَبَّنَا. He did not even, Allahu Akbar. Ya Quran. So you have to be very careful. This is the main thing in your salah. When you stand from ruku', complete your standing, ya ikhwan. The sujood. The sujood on the hands, on the feet. Khilaf between the ulama. Khilaf between the ulama. But the majority of the ulama, you should land on your knees. This is the majority of the ulama. You should land on your knees. And even Imam Ibn al-Qayyim rahimahullah in Zad al-Mi'ad, he wrote 40 pages. You should land on your feet, not on your hands. And he said it. Knees, hands, head. Then head, hands, feet. Simple. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, don't land like the camel. Don't land like the camel. I am Bedouin, by the way, and our grandparents, they used to have camels. And I know the camel, how the camel lands. You know how the camel lands? The camel lands like this, ya ikhwan. Be very careful when you are at the top of the camel. The camel will fill you on your face if you are not aware of how the camel lands. The camel lands like this. Excuse me, huh? So the camel goes like this. Yeah, this is how he lands. Okay? So he lands on his hands. Sheikh al-Albani rahimahullah, and by the way, I stayed with the Sheikh al-Albani about 3 years, because he was with us in Jordan rahimahullah. So Sheikh al-Albani said the knees of the camel in his hands. So I told him, Sheikh al-Albani, if we call this knees, what should we call this? So the knees is the knees in the feet. So and Rasulullah did not ask us about the knees or the hands. He asked us to avoid the shapes of the animals. Any shape of the animal. He said, don't sit like the dog. Don't look right and left like the fox. Don't make sujood like the rooster. Tick, tick, tick. So any shapes of the animals, Rasulullah, he said, don't do it. Anyway, so you go on your feet. And how's the feet? The feet, sometimes the people, mashallah, when they make the sujood, your hands towards the qibla and your toes towards the qibla. And the forehead and the nose should be on the floor. Some people, they just put the forehead only. Some people, they put just only the nose. Both of them. And your feet. So some people, mashallah, his feet, he's taking pictures of the people here. Like this. So no, on the front. Rasulullah said, Allah ordered me to make sujood on 7 bones. This is bone. This is 1. This is 3. Now, this is 5. And the feet is 7. Allah ordered me to make sujood on 7 bones. أمرت أن أسجد على 7 أعظم. So this is 7. So, and listen to the Fatihah of the people. Some people, they don't read the Fatihah right. Some people, they don't read the Fatihah right. Even in our country. Does not mean, even the Arab, they don't read the Fatihah right. One of the old people was reading the Fatihah. He was asking the Sheikh, يا شيخ إياك نعبد وإياك 70 ولا 90 بس أنا بقول 90 احتياطا 70 and 90 he said يا شيخ إياك نعبد وإياك 70 or 90 70 or 90 he said but I say 90 in case they don't know even to read the Fatiha. So the people, they need ta'lim. So this is inshallah brief about the salah and the mistakes of the salah. This is not my dars, by the way. We will start the dars now. If somebody wants to leave, you can. Our relationship with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the salah to remember Him. He made us to make the salah to remember Him. He said, أقم الصلاة لذكري. أقم الصلاة, to remember me. And the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the backbone of the deen. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He mentioned the dhikr with every ibadah. قال الله تعالى before the salah قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى before the salah. And after the salah he said فإذا قضيتم الصلاة فاذكروا الله. And even he described the salah of Jumu'ah ذكر الله. إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله. With the صيام ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله. الحج فإذا قضيتم مناسككم فاذكروا الله. الجهاد في سبيل الله إذا لقيتم فئة فاثبتوا واذكروا الله. You see ذكر الله with every ibadah. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the dhikr of Allah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the dhikr kathira. He never mentioned the dhikr qalil. Always the dhikr in the Quran kathir. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اذكروا الله ذكرا كثيرا الذين يذكرون الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم. But those they remember Allah qalil, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala described them in the Quran munafiqeen. He said إن المنافقين يخادعون الله وهو خادعهم وإذا قاموا إلى الصلاة قاموا كسالى يراءون الناس ولا يذكرون الله إلا قليلا. شيء صفات المنافقين, they remember Allah but they remember Allah qalil. See Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Allah described them in this ayah Surah An-Nisa with two qualities. When they stand for the salah they stand lazy and they don't remember Allah but little. So watch yourself. If you are standing for the salah lazy, this is a big question mark that you are munafiq. So don't tell me no, I am Umar Khattab. No. We might be in danger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the ages of this ummah very little. Our ages, very little. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Sayyidina Adam alayhi salam 1,000 years. And the only insan on the earth, he knows when he will die, Adam alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he created Adam, he told him, Ya Adam, I gave you 1,000 years to live. The only insan on the earth, he knows when he will die, Adam alayhi salam. And Allah did not tell any one of us when you will die. If Allah told us you will die on 70 years, we will do everything 69 years. Then the last year we'll go to Mecca, become Hajji Saab, Mu'tamir, day and night Qiyamul Layl, because we know we are dying. Allah did not inform us. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, when Allah created Adam, He gave him 1,000 years to live. Then He show him all his progeny until the day of judgment. All his children. As I'm looking at you like this, Adam alayhi salam, he was looking at us in front of him like this. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, he saw a special light in one of his children's face, special light. Then he said, who is this, Ya Rab? He said, this is, subhanallah, this hadith in Muslim Imam Ahmad. I read it maybe 22 years ago. And still I have the red mark under this saying. This is one of your children at the end of the time. His name Dawood alayhi salam. Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam. Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam, he has a special light in his face. So Adam alayhi salam, when he looked at his children, he saw this. He said, who is this, Ya Rab? He said, this is your son at the end of the time. MashaAllah, we are after the end of the time. We are in the overtime, you know. When the game is over, they give them 3 minutes overtime. We are in the overtime. So he said, this is one of your children at the end of the time. His name, Dawood. Then Adam alayhi salam asked, Ya Rab, how much time you gave him to live? Adam, he knows that, 1,000 years. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala replied, I gave him only 60 years. Then Adam alayhi salam, he said, I donate from my 1,000 for him 40 years, make it 100 for him, Ya Rab. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, فكتب الله على آدم كتابا وأشهد عليه الملائكة. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wrote book, contract between him and Adam, and he has malaika shuhud, witnesses. You see, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaching us this. And subhanallah, Ibn Kathir rahimahullah, he put this hadith under the ayah 282 of Al-Baqarah. Ayah talks about the dayn. When you take loan from somebody, when you give loan, always, he put this hadith there to tell you about our father Adam. Then I'll tell you what happened. So, when the age of Adam reached 960, the death angel came and they said, Assalamu alaikum ya Adam, alaikum assalam. He said, your time is up. Then he said, no, I have another 40 years. Then he said, you donated it to your son Dawood. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, then Adam said, I did not donate anything to anybody. Then Rasulullah قال فجحد آدم فجحد ذريته وفي رواية فنسي آدم فنسي ذريته. He said Adam denied and his progeny denied like him. Other narration, Adam forgot and his progeny forget like him. And other narration that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala completed the 1,000 for Adam and he completed the 100 for Dawood alayhi salam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala kareem. But Ibn Kathir, he wrote this hadith under the ayah of talks about dayn. So if you have dayn with Muslim or non-Muslim, have witnesses and has contract. You know, we have Arabic joke. A man came to other man and he said, can you give me a loan? He said, yes, but you have to kiss my hand first. He said, A'udhu billah, why ya akhi? He said, because I have to kiss your feet to take it back from you. So at least now, kiss my hand. At least let me get something. Because the moment you take the loan, please leave your message. Right? Call him, please leave your message. So always Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala taught us to write. So Adam alayhi salam stayed 1,000 years. Nuh alayhi salam stayed 950 years. Da'i ila Allah. Da'i ila Allah. How do you know? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Al-Ankabut, وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ فلبث فيهم ألف سنة إلا 50 عاما فأخذهم الطوفان وهم ظالمون. We sent Nuh to his people. He stayed with them 1,000 sana except 50 عام. There is difference between sana and عام in Arabic language. And this is very deep Arabic. If you ask somebody what's the difference, they will tell you no difference. عام, sana, عام. No, there is difference in the language. When the year is hard and work, we call it in Arabic language, the Arabs, they call the hardship time sana. But if the year is enjoyable, food, barbecue, juice, they call it عام. And that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Yusuf, قال تزرعون 7 سنين دأبا. You will work 7 years. Then he said after that, ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك عام فيه يغاث الناس وفيه يعصرون. Then after that, عام will come, the people they will eat and they will drink. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us he spent 1,000 years except 50 عام, means he was not mukallaf of nubuwah 50 years before that. The moment he became Nabi, he did not sleep day or night. This is what it means. And just for your information, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, صَامَ نُوحٌ الدَّهْرِ. Nuh alayhi salam fast all his life. Now the people, they said, Ya akhi wallahi, Ramadan is coming in June and you know, Dallas is very hot. Ya. It's only 1 month. Nuh alayhi salam fast 950 years. He fasted 950 years. So when you look at the a'mal of Nuh alayhi salam, the nation of Nuh alayhi salam, you know, Nuh alayhi salam passed by old lady beside the qabr crying. He said, why you are crying? She said, my son, very young, died. He said, how old was he? She said, only 300 years. MashaAllah, 300 years. You know, when the man among us reached 90 years, you know, and he started going to need somebody to take him to the bathroom, somebody to bring him out of the bathroom. You know, they start making dua for him. May Allah make it easy on you. You know what it means, may Allah make it easy on you? It's politeness. It means may Allah take you. But with politeness, may Allah make it easy on you. You know, 90 years. Oh, mashallah, he is very old. How old is he? He reached 95 years. 300 years was baby in the time of Nuh alayhi salam. So when you look how much time Allah gave them and a'mal, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned one of Bani Israel, he made jihad fi sabilillah 1,000 months. 1,000 months, 83 years, 4 months, he was mujahid fi sabilillah. That's why Allah gave him Laylatul Qadr, and Allah told him about this man, no, Laylatul Qadr khayrun min alf shahr. Why alf shahr? Because that man made jihad fi sabilillah 1,000 months. So my brothers, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us, because our age, look at our age. Imagine you have 60 years. 20 years of them, 8 hours every day you sleep. This is 20 years gone. 8 hours from 24 hours, 1/3. 1/3 of 60 years, 20 years sleeping. Jazakallah khair. And another 8 hours working. This another 20 years working. This is 40 years gone. And how many years before taklif you are child? 12 years. This is 52 years ma'asalama. Eating, drinking 2 hours, this is another 4 5 years. This is 55 years gone ma'asalama. From your 60 years, Imam Ali rahimahullah radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, he has nice poetry about the age. And I hope you understand Arabic. He said, إذا عاش الفتى 60 عاما فنصف العمر تفنيه الليالي ونصف النصف يذهب ليس يدري لغفلته يمينا من شمالي ونصف الثلث آمال وحرص وشغل في المكاسب والعيال وباقي العمر آلام وشيب وهم لارتحال وانتقال فحب المرء طول العمر جهل وقسمته على هذا المثال. So half of your life is night. So we don't have much time. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam taught us shortcuts. If you do something, you will have so much reward with a few words. One of these things, how many people they live around the masjid? Not far from the masjid. 1 kilo, 2 kilo, 1 mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. How many people they are in the duration of 5 miles? 5 miles. Raise your hands. 5 miles. Let me give you one amal. If you do it, you will have ibadat more than the people of Nuh alayhi salam. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said about the Jumu'ah. He said, whosoever takes shower in his house and comes walking, not riding. The hadith said, وَمَشَى وَلَمْ يَرْكَبْ, walking, not riding, to the masjid. كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَهُ بِكُلِّ خُطْوَةٍ سَنَةَ عِبَادَةٍ صَامَ نَهَارَهَا وَقَامَ لَيْلَهَا. He said, Allah, if he comes walking to the masjid, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will write for him every step 1 year of ibadah. He made qiyamul layl and he fasted the days. With every step from your house to the masjid, 1 year accepted ibadah. And that year, you fast all the days and you made qiyamul layl. Imagine. Ya ikhwan, wallahi. Every time, alhamdulillah, if I am in my house, I don't go to the masjid but walking. Especially Jumu'ah. So, it's worth it. If somebody tells you, listen, come to the masjid walking and every step $10. MashaAllah, between your house and the masjid, 1,000 steps, $10,000. Believe me, I will accept the offer. So I will not say. How about if every step $100? Every step $1,000? Allah, believe me, we'll come crawling. And we will bring all the family with us too. Come. يا قطيع الرزق قوم اشتغل. اقطع رزقك قوم اشتغل. Wallah, even the small children we will bring them. So I am not sorry. So my brothers, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he left his house on the Fajr time. One of his wives, radiyallahu ta'ala anha, Maymuna, she was making dhikr on her musalla, in her prayer. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to the masjid, prayed jama'ah. He stayed until the sunrise. He prayed the shraq. He came back to his wife and he found her on the same spot making dhikrullah. MashaAllah, we leave the house and our wife on the iPhone, we come back to the house, she's still on the iPhone. MashaAllah. And the same thing, the brother, MashaAllah. You know, SubhanAllah, the people in the house, but they're not talking. The wife on the phone, the child on the phone, everybody on the phone. They don't talk. Where are you in the house? Did you tell your wife? No, I don't have time to tell my wife anything. So he came and he said, ما زلت على الحال التي تركتك عليها. Did you stay on the same thing, making dhikrullah? She said, yes, Ya Rasulullah. Imagine it's about 3 hours. Then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لقد قلت 4 كلمات 3 مرات أكثر مما قلت. I have said 4 words 3 times more than what you have said. Allahu Akbar. Shortcuts, ya ikhwan. Shortcuts. That's why we should always target the big things. Imagine if somebody gives you an opportunity to go inside this room and you have $100 bills, $20 bills, $50 bills, $1 and cents. And he tells you, you have only 10 seconds. Go take whatever you want. So where do you go? Do you go to the singles or you go to the hundreds? You go to the 100. Let me take this. Why? Because, mashallah, 1 of this, more than 100 of this. So the same thing, our time is short. Let us memorize the hadith, what gives you a lot of reward. What Rasulullah ﷺ has said in these 4 words. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi. Adada khalqihi. Now I'll explain what it means, adada khalqihi. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, the number of the creation of Allah. Means how much drops of rain comes. How many sand on the earth. How many cells on the body they are changing. The doctors, they know that. Billions. How many hair on the bodies, how many feathers on the birds, shelves on the fish, the oceans, the mountains, the grass. Believe me, I was driving between Connecticut to Rhode Island. I looked, Allah, subhanallah, adad khalqihi. It came from my heart. See, how many leaves on the trees. Cannot even imagine. So when you say subhanallah wa bihamdi adad khalqihi, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will write in your scale as you said, subhanallah, subhanallah, subhanallah wa bihamdi, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, the number of his creation. When you say subhanallah wa bihamdihi, Allah will write in your scale the number of the creation as you have said, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, the number of his creation. People alone, 1.7 billion. How about the hair on their body, the cells on their body, the microbes. ورضا نفسه سبحان الله وبحمده عدد خلقه ورضا نفسه. ورضا نفسه means as you are saying subhanallah وبحمده subhanallah وبحمده subhanallah وبحمده until Allah is pleased with you. ورضا نفسه until Allah is pleased with you. وزنة عرشه, the weight of the arsh of Allah. Let me explain to you what is the arsh of Allah and the size of the arsh of Allah. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said between the earth and the sky 500 years. The width of the sky is 500 years. The first one. Between the first sky and the second sky, another 500 years. And the first sky compared with the second sky, like you throw the ring in the desert. The first sky, second sky compared with the third sky, like you are throwing the ring in the desert. 3 skies compared with the fourth, the same thing. 4th sky with the 5th, with the 6th, with the 7th. All of them each combine like you throw only a ring in the desert. 7 skies compared with the chair of Allah, like you throw a small ring in the desert. The 7 skies with the chair of Allah compared with the arsh, like you throw this small ring in the desert. And all these skies, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Day of Judgment, وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ مَطْوِيَّاتٌ بِيَمِينِهِ. All of it, it will be in the right hand of Allah on the Day of Judgment. That's why you see this small makhluk, he is disobeying Al-Khaliq Al-Azim. All these skies and the chair and the arsh, it will be on the right hand of Allah. وَالسَّمَاوَاتُ مَطْوِيَّاتٌ بِيَمِينِهِ. And in Surah Al-Anbiya, يوم يطوي السماء كطي السجل للكتب قراءة قالون للكتاب. Allah will fold these skies like we fold the book. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, عالم الغيب والشهادة الكبير المتعال. Allah is عظيم يا إخوان. All these skies in the right hand of Allah. And this makhluk, this is small, he is disobeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? So the weight of the arsh, when you say subhanallah wa bihamdihi zinat arshihi, the weight of the arsh of Allah, it will be in your scale when you say subhanallah wa bihamdihi zinat arshihi, like this size, this, it will come in your scale. Allahu Akbar. And you know, more ajib than all this, وَمِدَادَ كَلِمَاتِهِ. The midad كلمات الله سبحانه وتعالى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Luqman, وَلَوْ أَنَّ مَا فِي الْأَرْضِ مِنْ شَجَرَةٍ أَقْلَامٍ. If all the trees on the earth, we cut them pins. Ya ikhwan, one tree. I saw one tree in Oregon, the car goes inside the tree. One tree. If all the trees on the earth, we cut them in the machines and we make them pins. How many? You cannot even count how many pins. And those pins, they are taking ink from ocean, behind him 7 oceans. All these oceans will be over. And the kalimat of Allah will not be over. When you say subhanallah wa bihamdihi wa midada kalimatih, as all the pins on the earth, they are taken from 7 oceans, they are writing your subhanallah wa bihamdihi, it will not be over. You see, my brothers, if you say it 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the evening, you will be all set. You will be multi-billionaire in the day of judgment. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, adada khalqihi, wa rida nafsihi, wa zinata arshihi, wa midada kalimatihi. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, read it and write it, memorize it. Subhanallah wa bihamdihi, adada khalqihi, wa rida nafsihi, wa zinata arshihi, wa midada kalimatihi. I will finish with 2 things. How many of you would like to have house in Jannah? In 2 minutes. Everyone, right? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whosoever recite Qul huwa Allahu ahad 10 times, bana Allahu lahu baytan fil Jannah. Whosoever recite Qul huwa Allahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad 10 times, and he completed 10 times, Allah will build a house for him in Jannah. We live in America 30 years, and until now we don't even have a house or half house. You have 2 minutes, you will have house in Jannah. And the house, beside the house, trees. The trees of Jannah, subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wa la ilaha illallah, wallahu akbar. This is trees in Jannah. If you want palm trees, قال صلى الله عليه وسلم من قال سبحان الله وبحمده وضع الله له نخلة في الجنة. You know the palm tree, subhanallah وبحمده. The regular trees, subhanallah, subhanallah, walhamdulillah, wallahu akbar, trees. But palm tree, subhanallah وبحمده. And the last thing, we have a man in our country. Imam al-Bukhari رحمه الله, he finished his Sahih with this hadith. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله تعالى عنه قال قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كلمتان خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. This is the last hadith in al-Bukhari. 2 words, light on the tongue, heavy in the scale, so dear to Ar-Rahman, subhanallah wa bihamdihi, subhanallah al-azim. So this old man, he heard it from the Shaykh. He said, Shaykh, teach me this hadith. He said, كلمتان خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. So this man, mashallah, he took this hadith, he loved it, and he started conveying this hadith. He catch anybody, brother, come here. كلمتان خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. Everywhere, when he sees any people, brothers, كلمتان, then even they start calling him. The كلمتان came, the كلمتان gone. أجل كلمتان, راح الكلمتان. Where's the كلمتان? They ask about the كلمتان. Subhanallah, he spent all his life with this hadith, subhanallah. He became so sick, then he became unconscious. So they took him to the hospital. The doctor was a Christian, Arabic Christian. So he was checking him, and he thought he's dead. So when he was checking him, he woke up. When he woke up, he thought he cut the doctor from his tie. The doctor was shocked. He said, Doctor, kalimatan. He said, Doctor, كلمتان خفيفتان على اللسان ثقيلتان في الميزان حبيبتان إلى الرحمن سبحان الله وبحمده سبحان الله العظيم. And he died. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala took his soul with this hadith. Subhanallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made the author in the heart of this Christian and he became Muslim. He became Muslim. How the way he died, because always he sees people die. And you know, the non-Muslim when he dies, usually Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the soul of the kafir goes out of his mouth like the donkey. And subhanallah, they have forms also. Once I was coming from Jordan, then beside me a man crying. I said, what happened? He said, my father died. Or my uncle, I'm not sure. So I told him, what did you pray on him? He said, no, we are a Christian. Then immediately I want to confirm my information. I told him, listen, can I describe how your father died? He said, yeah. I said, he has sound, and the foam came out of his mouth. He said, oh, how do you know? I don't want to tell him he's kafir and Rasulullah told us like this. I said, no, I have experience. You know. So the mu'min dies, Rasulullah said, the mu'min dies with the sweat. Every mu'min when he dies, he has a sweat. Comes a sweat on his forehead. But anyway, it's not maybe we can talk about the umur al-akhirah, the qabr and the hashr, the details of it, inshallah, other visitation. But now, brothers, we need to work for our akhirah. The time is passing very fast. Do you remember 9/11? It's 14 years ago. It's like yesterday. Right or not? 14 years ago, God, no barakah in time. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, accept your amal. And please forgive me for the long dars. And may Allah azza wa jal give us tawfiq to utilize our time. Your time is your life. Use it before you lose it. Your time is part of your life. One day the death angel will come to me and to you and he said, listen, brothers, it's the time for you to leave. So this is a few days, use it, inshallah. Jazakumullah ahsan al-jaza. And I really thank the committee of this masjid, President Jazakallah khair, and the Imam Ziya, mashallah, Sheikh Abdul Karim, Qari, mashallah, beautiful Qari, this Mubarak Markaz. My brothers, you should be proud of your Markaz, mashallah. This Markaz represents you. And every person sees this Markaz, he will know that you are respected people. Those they are building this masjid, they are supporting this masjid, they are respected people. Because this such beautiful building, beautiful facilities, it tells everyone that you are respected people. So please support the masjid, because especially these days, there is extra. They did not, wallahi, they did not tell me that. They did not tell me. I'm not conveying the message to you from them, but this is from myself. These days we are being threatened from all ways. So you should support your marakas. Sometimes you need to bring police here. The police, they have to be paid. Security, you need cameras. All this costs so much money. If every week they said when somebody sneezes on something means haqq, because the sneezing from Allah. So my brothers, you don't need fundraisings. If every one of you, every Friday, open your pocket, don't look for the $1.50. This, leave it in your pocket. At least every one of you $10 a week. If somebody can give $20 a week, wallahi, you don't need fundraising. About, mashallah, 700 people they pray here, right? 800 people. Sahih? 800 people. If everyone $10, this is $8,000 a week. It's enough for the masjid, you don't need fundraising. But the problem, one or two they will do it, or maybe one Jum'ah, the second Jum'ah, then after that he start looking. And you know what? They don't even pay nothing. So yeah, ikhwan, responsibility. When you are leaving the masjid every Friday, put in the box $10. The people, they see you, they don't see you, this is between you and Allah. If you can't put $20, put $20. If you can't put $5, put $5. So this is sadaqah jariyah, this is the facility, this is the house of Allah. If you take care of the house of Allah, Allah will take care of your house. If you take care of ibadullah, Allah will take care of your family. So may Allah Azza wa Jalla give you tawfiq. Jazakumullah ahsan al-jazaa. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على سيدنا محمد وصحبه وبارك وسلم. MashaAllah, it looks like the breakfast is ready. And harkat mein barakat hai, you know. So just inshallah move and inshallah just remember your brothers in your dua. Subhanakallah.